We've got to start for the third varsity lightweight 8-oared gold final. And the crews: Cornell in lane 1, Navy in lane 2, Harvard in lane 3, Columbia lane 4, Princeton lane 5, and near the shore here in lane 6, the Navy lightweight varsity 4th 8. And the early leaders right out of the get-go: Cornell, followed closely by Columbia. Third place would be the Naval Academy crew. It's Cornell, it's Navy and Harvard very close, but Cornell holding the lead. Columbia's up in here, and this near crew, this Navy 4th lightweight crew, is in 5th place. So it's it's Cornell, it's Navy and Harvard, and Columbia in that order, very close, but Navy clearly in 2nd place now. Cornell by 1/3 of a length, Navy by more than 1/3 of a length, then Harvard, then Columbia, then the Navy 4th varsity, then Princeton. So you pass the dock here, we'll hand this race on to the launch and Fed Schock.
Harvard and Cornell level, and Columbia will see back to them. Navy 4 boat, about 8 seats ahead of Princeton. Navy at 38, Cornell 37. Remember this morning, these boats, Navy and Cornell really attacked it, went high all the way down. It certainly looks like that's what Navy is doing in their 3 boat over there in lane 2. Navy's got 3 seats on Harvard and Columbia. Columbia's got a seat on Harvard now. Yep. Columbia has a seat on Harvard. And Cornell is just 1 seat ahead of Columbia. So Navy 1, Cornell 2, Columbia 3, Harvard 4, Navy 4 boat 5, and Princeton holding about 7 or 6 seats back in Navy 4 boat. A little gusty here, down to 36.5, just before the 1,000. White water, but Navy's really throwing their backs into it, and they have 7 seats on Cornell. Navy has a good lead on Cornell. Cornell has about 3 seats on Columbia. Columbia has 2 seats on Harvard. Wow, Navy is impressive. Same conditions for everybody on 1 through 4 over there. And Navy is really handling it well. Going through the 1,000. Navy has popped it up to 37, and they've got open water on Cornell. So they're looking for gold. It's just one of those days when you just put the throttle down and don't care about what's in the tank. You're going to run that NASCAR until it's dry. And they're pretty clean in these conditions, so Navy just everybody pulling together, having a fun row, 3rd 500. Cornell now taking a press to try and come up. Cornell has closed the open water lead to contact. And Columbia is still in 3rd, 2 or 3 seats ahead of Harvard. And it's open water back to Navy 4 and Princeton. There's just a sense of urgency in the Navy. You can really feel it. This is their race. They're gunning for it. Cornell and Navy by a beat or 2, and we'll see if they have anything in reserve. Cornell 37.5. Navy has got a little bit more again. Navy 37 and got a splash of open. So good on those middies. They're pushing hard, and they're a minute and a half from victory. Columbia now coughing up a little bit of its margin on Harvard. They're coming up on Cornell. If Harvard and Columbia just jacked the rate in that third 500, they might have had a chance to catch silver. We'll see what Columbia can do right now. Your happy front runner is the Navy. Navy is out ahead of Cornell. I don't see them coughing this up. They've still got a full length on Cornell. Navy 37. So is Cornell. It's the golden day for the third varsity lightweights. They go home a sprints champion. And Harvard trying to hold off that Columbia crew and catch up to Cornell. I don't know if Cornell slowed down or Harvard and Columbia really sped up, but that group is coming together very quickly here. So second and third are up for grabs right now. Cornell had a full length on the field, or on Harvard and Columbia, but it's going to be tight. I think Cornell's going to hang on to silver, and Harvard may have pulled a bronze out of Columbia's hands here. So we'll turn it over to the roof top and reload for the next race.
And as we, from the finish line, as we see, it's the Naval Academy third varsity lightweights well out. Good half a length of open or more out. Inboard here, the second place crew finishing it nice and strong. Quite a good race on the outside there for the third place finish. Navy crossing the line and has the win.
Let's not be in that race. Either that or they sucked it up in the first race.